Hello and welcome back to the channel. Motions Biz here. And again, we will be talking about some great Navy Federal products that can really be very helpful, especially if you are a new Navy Federal member. And in this episode, I would also like to thank Tahitian Jones 7378 for giving a very positive feedback and request about some products that I mentioned in my previous videos, okay? My older videos. So anyway, this is what I'm saying, that Navy Federal is gaining a lot of new members, and that's why some of this very basic information is still really relevant, and that's the reason why I still want to talk about it, because new members come in. So hopefully information I've shared in the past will be updated and will be useful to these new members. Let me just read her feedback, and it's pretty cool. She said, nice video, but it would have been better to do just a brief description of what the Easy Certificate and Pledge Loan is. I'm new and have no idea. I don't mind searching for these things, but that would have been just a tad bit more helpful, because I won't be able to fully understand the full video without knowing what these things are. Thank you for all the other info. So again, Ms. Tahitian Jones, thank you for sending this message. So first, we will talk about the Easy Certificate, okay? With Navy Federal, it's also called the Easy Start Certificate. There are two types, but I will discuss only the very basic one, so it's easier to understand for new members. So anyway, I have been talking about the Easy Start Certificate and the Save First account on my older videos, because those are the products that really helped me build my relationship with Navy Federal. And that is the reason why I have had several videos published about it, because I wanted to share that information. So anyway, these are two products of Navy Federal that actually help you build your profile. And why is that? With the Easy Certificate, it is a savings. It is like a certificate of deposit that you actually set up for a specific term. You can set it up anywhere from 6 months to 24 months, I think. Yes, indeed. So 6 to 24 months, and you cannot touch that savings that you put in there until the term and maturity of that certificate. And it comes with a specific interest as well. So the bigger amount you put in, you also get a bigger amount dividend, although it's not really much. So let's say it is so easy to set up, because the minimum deposit that you can make for this, Navy Federal really made it so easy for people to set it up, because the minimum deposit is only $50. And during that time, you can continue to put in more money, more amount for that certificate. So that account keeps growing. And this is one way of building a relationship with Navy Federal, because it shows that you are actually able to save money for a specific period of time. And another thing, it adds to the number of Navy Federal products that you use. That is also a significant move that you can do to build your relationship and profile with Navy Federal. Using Navy Federal products really helps you build a relationship with Navy Federal. That gives you a chance for the high limit credit cards later and other Navy Federal loan products. The Easy Certificate is also pretty easy to really get started. You can do it right on your Navy Federal app, and once you set it up, it will get reflected on all your accounts. And what I did with mine to build that account is just to make little deposits or little transfers from my checking account to that Easy Start Certificate account whenever I can. Sometimes I would put in $5, sometimes $10, sometimes $20, because at that time when I started my relationship building with Navy Federal, I was doing it as an experiment to see if I would be able to really get to that point where I can access the high limit credit cards. And guess what? That's the reason why I'm sharing my journey, because it worked. So let's talk briefly about the pledge loan. And I have a whole playlist of pledge loan hacks and what you can do and why it is such a great personal credit profile and Navy Federal profile booster. This self-funded loan with Navy Federal gets reported to the credit bureaus every month. How does a pledge loan work? So it is a self-funded loan. You practically fund this loan. This loan can come from your checking or savings account, and the minimum is $250. So if you want to set up this account with Navy Federal, all you have to do is call them and let them know that you want to do a pledge loan, and they will guide you through the process. So let's say you would like to invest $250 or $500 for this pledge loan. This amount from your savings gets transferred into your checking account because you kind of borrow that amount. So it is your money that you are borrowing pretty much. So there is no hard pull, but it gets reflected on the three credit bureaus because you will be making payments to this loan. Now, every time you pay down this loan, that amount that you paid gets reflected again into your funding account, which is your savings account. Pick the terms for your pledge loan. You can go anywhere from 6 months to 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or even 5 years, if I remember right. So anyway, there are specific amounts that you can use for this pledge loan, which allows you to go for a certain term. I hope I'm not confusing you. So let me just show you the terms and the amounts of the pledge loan. With a pledge loan, it gives you an opportunity to have an account that is reporting without getting a hard pull, and it boosts your credit because it is an installment account. So you have another variety in your personal credit profile. Because let's say you have credit cards, but you don't have large amount installment loans like cars or anything like that, you can use this account, the pledge loan, as an installment loan. It gets reported as an installment loan. It adds to your credit mix. If you make on-time payments, your on-time payments, which is about 30 to 35% of your credit score, when it gets reported, is quite a big percentage of your credit score. So it really gives you that benefit. There are more products that I really use myself to build my relationship with Navy Federal, but I will focus it for now on these two products, which Tahitian Jones, our community member, was asking. So once again, I hope that this little bit of information helps, especially those of you who are new to Navy Federal. And keep those questions coming, and I will do my best to really answer it based on my personal journey as well. So this is Motions Biz, and thank you so much again for supporting the channel.